All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it? Check, 59. It's going to be a long day.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coleman firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
On the ready.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Coleman. Complete to Washington. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Here we go. Check. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Coleman. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
They're on 26-yard line.
380.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run, watch the run.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right there, 54 Mike.
I got him.
Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He finds his man Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Mike 315.
Mike 54.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
60 or. Tight left.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 43.
On 1st and 10, Coleman.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
I got you, boy. Jim.
Watch the shift.
You're out.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Wide.
Now.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Check 26. Check 26.
Here's Snell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
On the double. 43's the mic. Check, 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 check. Hey, wahoo! 43's the mic. We got it, we got it. Ready, ready?
On third down, Coleman. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball was thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
This fielded at the 2.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Spine, spine, spine. No, no, no.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
16 yards.
Check 52. Kill, kill. Check safety, check safety.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Steelers 6, Cardinals nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Right there, 54 miles. Bandit, bandit.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Ready, ready.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
70, Indy.
That's
what I do. Hard, hard. 99, check 99. Leo. Fight.
Off the play fake. Coleman. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A run for Snell. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
brings up 3rd down.
Set up. 10-2 soft. Hey, exit. Mike's 43. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Coleman, he'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Let's go, 43.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Come off the ball.
Get it. Throwing on first down. Coleman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, it's Snell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hey, Alpha. You got 3 down. Let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On first down, Coleman. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
36 power. 40.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go double count right here, double count. 40.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slap. Hey. Watch the slap. Spot that.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Ready?
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
He's got it. This is Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Check 50. Friday. Alert. Easy.
From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From the 27, Wilson forced out to his left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Right there, 54. 12. Check 24, check 24.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defense back on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage, but what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
24-yard gain on the play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Wilson with a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 11. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
But now this throw complete to Washington. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go! 22 jet bomber. Shoot!
Now Snell. Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 33 and a first.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all. Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Watch it. Kill. Show it up.
Wilson throwing again. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Looking to throw. Coleman. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Ready? 43 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
On 1st and 10. Coleman, complete. It's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Coleman. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. No.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Walk 54. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
Now Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
36 power.
Check 31.
From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Coleman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Coleman. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 82 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run on first down. Snell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
59. Mike's 59. I got it.
I go. Snap.
To throw on second down. Coleman. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Mike's 40.
From the gun, Coleman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Got it. Got it.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson flushed out right. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Wilson to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. 21 yards there on third down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Get long game for you. Go. 12. Got it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Zebra. One flip. Slam. Heavy. Come.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught by Ware. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.